welcome back for another edition of Fantasy Dream Homes. Today we are going to Auckland, New Zealand. So hang on tight and we're going to zoom right in here and let's stop right there. In the previous show we talked about New Zealand, the country in general. Today we're going to talk about Auckland. It's the largest city, about 1.6 million people. And that's where our homes, the homes in these next two shows are going to be featured. We're going to have a part one and part two. Auckland is, even though it's the largest city, it also maintains approximately 33% of the country's population. So it is by far the biggest city and area of population in the country. It's on the North Island. Auckland is home to the Sky Tower, and the Sky Tower happens to be the largest building in the Southern Hemisphere. And for those of you who don't know, the Southern Hemisphere, if you look at the entire Earth, it's the bottom half of the Earth as we know it. And when you stop and consider the climate in Auckland, take a look at Wikipedia's climate graph for the city of Auckland, you will find, and they will call it a climate that's classified as subtropical with warm, humid summers and mild, damp winters. When I started looking at these temps, I thought, oh my gosh, there really isn't a lot of weather fluctuation here. You have very, very pleasant climate here. The closest I can think of in the United States, well, I don't know, maybe Honolulu, I don't know. I was thinking about San Diego. But San Diego doesn't even have temperatures that are generally overall this warm. Because, okay, so this is January is going to be you're in the Southern Hemisphere, so that's going to be your hottest month of the year. It's approximately 73 degrees or 23 Celsius. And when you move across the months, you will find the temperature really isn't changing that much. When you get into the coldest month of the year, June, July, and August, you're seeing 15, 14, 15, almost 60 degrees, approximately 60 degrees. Not very little difference from the hottest month of the year. Compare that to, say, San Diego. This is, sorry, they don't have the Celsius conversions here, but these are your average highs. And you'll see they're a little bit cooler than what we just saw for Auckland. Probably about, on average, about 10 degrees cooler. Now that we're in the Northern Hemisphere, January is going to be the coldest month. And July is going to be the hottest month, July and August. And in this particular case, it's going to be August and September, which I did not know. But so 76 degrees is going to be your high. And very mild temperate climate because the lows don't get that low. It really never reaches freezing. But overall in Auckland, what we take away is this is a very, very pleasant climate. Now that's not for everybody because some people, you will hear plenty of people talk about how they like the seasons, quote, the seasons, meaning they want to see some winter too. They want to see some snow, and they want to see, they want to see cooler temperatures, not just warm temperatures. And some people, believe it or not, especially when you talk about people like in Phoenix, Arizona, they want to see hot temperatures, a lot of those people. And this isn't going to be near, believe it or not, it's not going to be warm enough. They want to see really hot temperatures. But in my book, this is an absolutely gorgeous, when I'm looking at this climate, absolutely gorgeous temperatures. Okay, and also in the show notes, you will find I've put links to the tourism locations, websites that you could, for Auckland. So there's the official Auckland nz.com, that's the official tourism site. But I did also like this other tourism site right here, aucklandtourism.co.nz. Actually, kind of preferred this one. So, but in either case, I'll post both, and then they're going to tell you, hotels to stay at, restaurants to eat at, tourist activities that are fun to do. So definitely take a chance and visit. Take the time and visit those websites. Also, we invite you to check out the previous episode, which kicked off this series of shows on New Zealand. I will post the link in the show notes below the video. In this show, in addition to featuring two great luxury dream homes, we talk about the country of New Zealand and what a great country it is and what a fantastic place it is to visit and learn more about. So we hope you take the time to check out that episode, and if you like it, please leave your comments and hit the like button. We need all the help and recognition we can get. So I hope you check out that show. Okay, that's enough time for me to stop yakking, and let's get on to our first fantasy dream home. So here we go. So this is, even though it's on a different island, it's considered a part of Auckland. Auckland is the metro population is kind of spread out. So this is in a gated community, so you're going to have lots of privacy and security. Okay, so our house, which we're using realestate.com.nz, .co.nz. It is 4 bedrooms, 1.51 hectares, or 3.71 acres of land. It's 367 square meters of, they call it floor area. Interior square space converts to 3,950 square feet. What we see here is that it's listed as negotiation, and most of the houses on this website, for whatever reason, are listed as negotiation. In other words, they're not listing the price, which is annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. Also, there's no built date listed, which I find a little bit concerning and annoying, but again, nothing I can do about it. So let's take a look at this house. Okay, before we go on to our next fantasy dream home, we'd like to take just a minute and tell you about our Fantasy Dream Homes Pinterest page. And we hope you become a follower there. If you haven't been to Pinterest, you should really think about it, because there are all kinds of home ideas, along with other projects that you can do, like cooking and collecting crafts and things like that. But this Fantasy Dream Homes page is dedicated strictly to luxury home living. If you take a look at our boards, you'll see that we have home office ideas and ultimate master bathrooms, swimming pools, swimming in style, fantastic fireplaces. We even look at world-class appliances like Aga and Miele and Wolf and Sub-Zero and Viking and much more. And we even, if you click into this, you can see that we try not to offer too much self-opinion. We actually link you right to consumer reports. So for example, on vacuum cleaners, we try to pick the high-end vacuum cleaners, and you will see that they're all recommended by, they're not all recommended, but they're the ones that score higher scores on consumer reports, for example. So please check out our Pinterest page and start following us there. We need all the help that we can get. You'll find pretty much any category for homes that you would probably like to learn more about, like hot tubs and walk-in closets and you know, interior lighting and staircases and gardening and landscaping. So we invite you to come to our Pinterest page and become a member, and we hope to see you there. Okay, so on to our next fantasy dream home. So we see that we're on the same island, and this is going to be our house right here, I presume. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I could be wrong about that. No. That is our house. That's our house right there. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's zoom out. Get a little perspective. Lay of the land, so to speak. Okay. So again, we have no price, no listed price, no built date. 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 5 that are ensuite. We're looking at 1,800 square meters of floor area, or 19,375 square feet. That is huge, absolutely huge. It sits on 13.9 hectares of land, or approximately 34 acres. This is a very sizable property. So let's blow up our pictures and see what we see. So that's it for today's edition of Fantasy Dream Homes. Hope you like it. If you did, please hit the like button, and we would love to have subscribers, so please hit the subscribe button. If you want to receive notifications, click the bell, and you'll be notified every time we come out with a new video. Otherwise, we thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your comments that you list. We are always striving to make the show better. We will consider your suggestions very seriously and maybe put them into play. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep smiling, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.